hello everyone, and welcome back to Beyond the Summit 2, where we are bringing you the English coverage for one of the greatest Dota tournaments on the planet. Dota 2 Asia Championships 2015, many consider TI 4.5, with its absurd prize pool. We're talking like, what, $2.3 million and rising? A lot of money at stakes here. We have made our way to day number 4 of group stage action. And we are in heat number 3 of 8. A lot of numbers coming at your face, so get ready for it. We got Big God taking on TongFu, but I'm not going at it alone. I got my good buddy Maut with me here. Maut, are you still alive? How you doing, my friend?
Hello, I think I'm alive. I might have had a stroke at the end of the last game, though.
It was definitely a good JG, that's for sure.
It really was a good JG. We just got done witnessing Evil Geniuses versus Hyperglory team. I almost could remember it. I definitely had some sort of brain issue, but sorry, we're here. We're in the game. Big God versus TongFu, and I'd say that Big God probably they have the edge. At least they're the favorites in this matchup. TongFu having a bit of a rough time here, to say the least. Yeah. They are currently sitting at 4-8, so could be worse. But you look at Big God, they're 7-4. They'll get off to a good start with the Axe and the Ancient Apparition pick. TongFu, they get the Bat, they get the Vengeful Spirit. Oh, they ban out the Lion. One of the best counters against Axe. I'm surprised they don't pick it up for themselves, as they will have first pick out of the pick ban phase here.
Woo! All right. I'm also receiving word, apparently. It is 2.5 million, you scrub. Thank you so much to the chatter, Nickden, or whatever your name is. I appreciate the nice little the scrub at the end there. So anyways, welcome everyone. Yeah, man, Axe AA. Let's just get Venomancer involved. That's what I'm talking about. The good old
God.
I was gonna say maybe the good old ROTK Venomancer offlane kind of setup, but that's a disgusting plague of a combo. But we'll see. We have plenty of draft ahead of us here, but no surprises. Of course, TongFu, they got to get that Bad Rider. These Eastern teams love their Bat Rider. They love that lockdown factor. And, well, with that, they get, of course, the ever-so-precious Vengeful Spirit, because you can't dare allow them to have the Vengeful Spirit. Otherwise, you're going to ruin your whole Bat Rider experience. So you're either going to, A, ban it out, or B, pick it up. They go for B.
Yeah, I mean, there's still counters to Bat Rider, though. You can get glimpsed, and all of a sudden, like, boom, you're done. You're out of the lasso. Like, there's other ways to deal with Bat Rider lasso, but Vengeful Spirit seems to be the biggest one. Swap is just so good against the hero. So, I mean, and it's not necessarily that Vengeful Spirit's good against Bat Rider. It's just a good hero. Let's just be honest.
I mean, this hero can do anything, Maut. Doesn't even matter. You got range, which is great as a support. You got a ranged missile for a stun. Wave is minus armor. It gives you vision. It goes on for years, it feels like. The aura, don't even get me started. Adds bonus damage to your whole team. And now, when you feed Zor, because you're going to feed Zor as a Vengeful Spirit support, you hand over minus damage to them. Oh, and by the way, she has another skill. It's swap. It's swap, all right? You can use it good offensively. You can use it good defensively. It's a beautiful thing. I mean, we saw in the first game, Secret Puppy set up those kills on June with said swap. It's a great hero. I would love to, divorce my wife just to go out with her.
She's the Swiss Army knife of the Dota scene currently. The only unfortunate thing, we delved into the lore of her kind, or of her, not too long ago. I believe you said it was her sister, or her sister killed her or something. I don't know what happened.
Wow, I can't believe you remembered all that.
I do, dude. Listen, I remember the Night Stalker lore. I'm still going to remember the Venge lore. I don't know. I'm sure you have it on hand somewhere.
I can pull out some lore here again. Let's see. And those of you who don't know what we're talking about, I happen to have a small little book over here. I'm going to call it a book. It's not really a book. But, as far as Dota 2 and what goes on besides just the heroes and the gameplay, there's a story there, all right? It's a deep, deep game. Not just an encyclopedia of numbers and statistics and knowing every possible skill. And heaven forbid any of your casters actually say one of the numbers wrong. It's not like there's a crap ton of them out there. But anyways, there's also like a story. You can make a movie out of this game. It's absolutely out of control here. Let me see if I can find what we were talking about with Mrs. Vengeful Spirit. Give me one.
Take your time. I don't really know people that are into Dota lore. That's the sad thing.
They know. There's like a small little cult following, I bet, and they like meet on clubs like every week, and they like discuss. They probably make this. I mean, half of this is made up and not true. But here we go. Vengeful Spirit was a Skywrath crowned princess until her sister ripped off her wings. Unwilling to live as a flightless cripple, she ended her life in return for spirit powers.
That's deep. That's just some dark shit, man. That got real dark real quick.
She's out for blood, Maut. That's why these teams love to get her.
Yeah, she's a vengeful spirit indeed. She does the damage. She's got the entire kit at her disposal, and now she's got a Bristleback to back her up as well. This guy's frightening. He's got some cool sprays on his back. But in all seriousness, Bristleback has been super good this tournament, and just in general, it's just a good hero right now. You pair him up with an Io, it's even better. We saw HyperGlory team have a lot of success in that last game. Unfortunately, they couldn't take the game home. But Io's actually banned out. Big God realizing that, well, they lost to that combo. They won't let it go away towards TongFu. And we'll see what they grab. They already have the Axe. They already have the Ancient Apparition. So a lot still here for Big God to pick up. But, God, there's so many freaking legends on this team.
Oh, yeah, right?
Ridiculous.
I would die to get an autograph from any of these freaking players. But you, like, look at them, and there's, like, an aura. Like, you're like, I don't want to even touch. I can't get near him.
You avoid eye contact.
He, like, I think I walked past some of them at TI4, and their MMR just pushed me into the wall, and I didn't even know what to do. It was.
Burning's a nice guy, actually. Burning's I shouldn't say surprisingly nice because you expect him to be. He's pretty nice. I haven't met Xiao 8. I haven't met Lanham, and I think I talked to ROTK once. Most of the Chinese players are very gracious and humble, from what I can tell. Ice is also the best player to hang around because he speaks perfect English and he's just funny as hell. So
yeah, he seems like a pretty chill guy, very chill. All of them do, but they take this pretty serious. That's the thing. Let's talk about taking stuff serious and whatnot. We got Big God here. I mean, the legendary all-star group. This is like if you took Dota and wanted to make Space Jam. This was this team right here. Just a little bit from each team, and you put together this all-star. This is Space Jam right here. You know,
it is Space Jam. That's exactly right. It is.
But what's their motive? You know, they kind of take Dota pretty seriously, and they're like, it's a fun team. That's what like Lan was saying. It's a fun team. We're just having fun, but. Hey, sometimes you play some of your best Dota when you're having fun with your friends, and they are 7-4. So
right.
I'm happy to see these guys continue to succeed, even though they're a bunch of liars. They're a bunch of liars who say they retire.
I gotta get. People are saying it's not ice. Listen, I'm aware it's not ice. I'm not talking about this ice, which I know there's like 30 different ices in the Dota scene. I was talking to my brother about this. He's like, why don't they just name themselves water? I'm like, I don't know, man. That's a good point.
God. There's at least 4 different ices.
There's icy, ice, or ice.
Just get together and make the team. Vanilla
and then
ice.
Yeah. There's going to be ice like to the 4th power pretty soon. Who knows what the hell's going to happen? I don't know.
Cubed ice. Yeah, these might as well just put themselves on a team and like name it some fancy drink. I don't know.
Normally if we see these types of drafts, we see a sniper, we'd probably flip out, but
no,
we've seen it so much from like Envy.
Black has put on a clinic with his sniper recently. I think I've seen a sniper almost with each of these teams. But the shrapnel, man. So the new shrapnel, it's got the charges. It's got a huge spread. It does good damage. It no longer does damage on towers, which some people felt that was going to be a no-go now for sniper. But he has been proven to be pretty good. It can be deceptive how good that shrapnel could be. And then if he just gets good positioning, some of them even consider picking up the blink dagger. He does so much damage, and you don't even know where the hell it's coming from. You're just like, suddenly I have a 3rd life.
I'm dead now, I guess.
I guess I'm in the fountain.
You just don't know what happens, man. You're absolutely right. Like, it actually just happens so quickly. I mean, he needs, like, an item or two. Like, you get Mask Madness, maybe, like, a Maelstrom. Maelstrom's not picked up that much anymore, but it's still a pretty good item. But what we should be looking at here is Burning Morphling, all right? Mm-hmm. Now, I know you weren't watching the Dota scene competitively, back when, listen, Morphling and Burning, they go back a long way, all right?
Oh, yeah, I already casted a Burning Morphling in this tournament, and, I mean, what do you say? It was good. It was damn good. I was impressed. I'm jealous. I mean, I got a half chub. I'll be honest with you.
That's actually to be expected.
But the one thing I will say, though, let's go back to TongFu here for a moment. The synergy is real, all right? You got plenty of minus armor out there. Vengeful Spirit and Bristleback with the goo. Sniper, he's probably going to get a Desolator. Who are you kidding? And now they got a nice little bit of defense here. Omni Knight, absolutely crazy. This hero, man, I have been wrecking havoc in the trench tier and pub scene with my Omni Knight. And I can't imagine in the hands of these kind of players, he can really turn fights around in a quick 180.
Omni Knight in an aggro dueling seems so good with like any initiator or any team fighter. Like Bristleback, I think Omni Axe is probably the best in my opinion. I've seen Omni Brew be really solid in the off lane. Like just do any Omni aggressive dueling in the off lane, and you should be in a pretty good position. You can even go for that quirky Orb of Venom plus Degenerate build that I think we saw AUI do not too long ago. I'm pretty sure it was AUI.
I think Big Daddy's been on that bandwagon as well.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, yep. But, I like that a lot. I think that's a very solid build, and I think this year was really good. He's not like first ban, first pick material, but he's seen a lot of play. You know, and I'm glad that he's back in the meta because not too long ago this guy was never picked. So it's just nice to see him now.
Yeah.
You know?
So there's not really like a natural diffusal holder, which is going good for him, I suppose. But we'll see. But the immediate pickup in response is now what looks like the Zhao 8 Storm Spirit. So the Orchid is going to do very nicely against said Omni Knight. And when that guy comes flying in, you better have that repel on the ready. But even then, it's a pretty slow cast time. So we could see intense picks here that could prove to be disastrous here for TongFu. But the other concern, it's a sniper, which is great, but he fears when people really get in his face. Now you got a Storm Spirit who's ready to get in your face. Morphling could technically also get there, plus a blinking axe. This might be a tough time for a sniper.
It's actually like, it almost feels like this has to be a Blink or BKB or perhaps both game for U9. I mean, we'll see what he decides to build, but he needs to build at least one defensive item because of all the reasons you just talked about. Yeah. And by the way, another good hero that Xiaowei used to always play was Doom, and that's very good against the Omni. Obviously, you know, Storm Spirit, he fits the role of the mid laner. So if they send mid, then I mean you can't really send Doom mid anymore. It's just kind of awful. And actually, Doom's like really not picked up anymore.
Yeah,
I mean he's picked occasionally,
but very like. If you just want to get like a direct pot shot counter, maybe against the Slark, maybe if you really hate the Storm Spirit or an Ember Spirit, but even Ember Spirit's been kind of not not really coming up as much as we used to. But I guess just that's why Dota can tend to be such a trendy game at times. I mean, before coming into this, who'd have thought? You know, Shadow Fiend is quickly like top priority pickup, and who else? I've even seen Shadow Shaman pop up a lot more recently, and. Freaking Jenkins just tried to call me on Skype and it popped up on my screen. Go away, Jenkins. All right.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. He's,
it's not your turn
it's
to
okay.
cast, buddy.
Let's go ahead and, step aside. Maut's still got one more to go. All right, so Big God taking on TongFu. I'll do the honors. I'll lead in your rating introductions for TongFu. We got Qian, as I've been corrected already, is going to be playing your off-lane Bat Rider. Nearby, we got LPC, is going to be playing the support Omni Knight mid lane. We got, I'm going to say Jin Q for your Bristleback along the bottom. We got Kabu, he's going to be playing your Vengeful Spirit. Swapping roles a little bit, it seems. And then U9 is going to be playing your Sniper.
U9 on the Sniper. Exciting stuff for Big God. You've been giving me all the teams that I know, man. Thanks for that.
You're my guest, man. You're my guest, please.
It's very nice of you. Xiaowei in the mid lane actually getting run at by XinQ here. He's going to back up. Cool Spray is almost killing him, but he's out of mana for the Bristleback. So close to getting the kill, and Xiaowei's like, well, I guess I'm alive. Xiaowei, not your fight, buddy. I don't know about that
He's
one.
He's like, I just really want that CS. I want it so bad. Jinku's like, I'm toying with you. You try it. I'll get you.
Well, that'll be your mid lane for Big God. Up at the top lane, it's Burning, the legend, playing the Morphling, one of his favorite heroes. Ice or Ice, playing your Ancient Apparition. One of the Ices.
He's playing the Ice guy, Ancient Apparition. How appropriate.
I'm going to call him Water. Down to the bottom lane, we're going to have RTK. Oh, are they going to make it? No, okay, never mind. RTK is going to be on your Axe, and Lanham playing your Witch Doctor. Nice stuff.
All right, a lot of people out there real excited. They got their hats. They want those precious hats to come in for the team they bet for. People are getting ramped up and at the ready here. Big God got to be coming into this one the favorites, but depending on their motives and how they're feeling, how much fun they're actually having, could see an upset. TongFu certainly need it because they have been very, very cold as of recent. You're going to see the ward be dropped, and you're going to see the ward be dropped again because Kabu easily takes it with a sentry ward. That's a free 50 gold right there for your Vengeful Spirit.
Lanham, not your best warding mission there, buddy, but that's all right. Listen, it's okay. Just get back into it, no worries. And I really like the fact that they're actually running ROTK in an aggro dual lane with Lanham. I think you don't even need Omni Knight to run Axe in an aggro dual lane. I think it's just so good. There's no real right click coming out from them like right now. Like U9 doesn't do any damage. Like 45, maybe you get some headshot procs, but that's it. I mean, they would need Wave of Terror to do anything really good, but eventually, like, RTK actually might be able to cut the creep wave. I don't know. I'm not sure. He should do it now while the base damage is still very low of U9, and he might do it, but he's actually just going to run at Kabu right now.
All right. Qian, he's trying to melt the Iceman here. Can he do it? Oh, the heal comes out. It does hit. The waveform flies back, and it's burning. Getting the first blood. Bat Rider will go down, and he gets it with that wave. Whoa. That was a photo finish.
Dude, it really was. Like, I didn't know who was going to get that until... Oh. Yeah, that was very close. U9 is actually going to get cast up. Kabu helps him out there. They actually get ROTK with the early point in Battle Hunger. I really like this build. I like the fact that Axes are now going for Battle Hunger. So he has Salve, he has Tangos. He's getting headshot, though. Voodoo Restoration is going to come in. They pull the creep wave. U9 misses a lot of CS, and they have the top 3 CSers in the game. Big God do. They have Bernie up at the top lane. Mid lane, Storm's actually doing very well here, despite taking a lot of damage early on. And down bottom, Axis 15.
Yeah, this is going really well. They are bringing in the early farm from top to bottom, and it seemed like it was going to be a rough start there for Xiao 8 in the mid lane, but now he's got the levels. But we'll hold on. Cask flies out, the Battle Hunger. Here comes Qian flying on in. The magic missile's going to be there, and he's going to pull out the call. And it gives him that little bit of extra armor, but the second charge of that pesky shrapnel, boom, bang, gets it. The last auto attack coming out from Qian gets that one, and your Bat Rider gets to walk away with the kill.
Yeah, that's really good. Rotating down there. If they didn't get that kill, that's just a lot of wasted time. Where he could have been stacking, where he could have been taking the stacks of the jungle with his Firefly. But they get the kill, so it's all worth it. Although Axe did buy his Tranquils before he died, so he didn't lose much. Shin-Q getting cast up. There's the Electric Vortex going as well. They're going to get the kill. The static remnant damage did some work there for Xiao 8. A nice play coming out for Big God. That's a big kill. Not only is he leading in CS, now he gets a kill going his way as well. Actually, just the assist, but still.
Burning even trying to bully back this Omni Knight, it looks here in the top lane. But with that takedown on mid, we even things right back up 2-2. Pretty good for them. And it looks like TongFu have decided to have the Bat Rider now take over the jungle and allow that Omni Knight to get that bit of solo farm. Looking to really push on in, finish out those Tranquils, it looks like, and then, of course, get that Blink Dagger. But ROTK, he is a Bat player himself. He's like, something's fishy. I want to go find this son of a gun, but it's already too late for him. So he will scout things out for now and just kind of wait. But this is going to be potentially time wasted for him unless he decides to take away this jungle farm.
He actually, I think he was going to try to block both of the camps, but he was a centimeter away from that magic bush. He stood here instead of standing here. So he blocks this camp, but not this one. And he could have forced out like a sentry or something too if he stood a little bit to the left. So Magic Missile is gonna go. He's gonna get right click down. He's in trouble. The call misses, and he might fall. He's very tanky though. The call does give him that extra mana or that extra armor. Excuse me. And Cowboy walks right into a counter helix into the face, but he's fine. Axe survives mid lane though. Rotation. They actually get the kill on Q. Ball lightning away from Xiao 8. And Lana and Xiao 8 are putting in work here against this Bristleback.
They really are. They really are giving him quite the headache here. So it's going to be a takedown trade. And for Sniper, you know, once he starts to get some levels in that shrapnel, it could have been a different story. But opted to put a lot more into the take aim just to make sure he has that space. But there they go. Back on Xian, but the repel's going to be there from LPC. So Xiao 8 pulls back. He gets a precious haste rune, it looks like. Good grab for him. And on the bottom, Big God get another rune. It's going to be ROTK picking up that bounty.
Yeah, they're really doing a good job of getting rune control. Q is super ineffective right now, especially without rune. Xiao 8 has a haste rune, the S4 rune coming out at 6 minutes in for Big God. And it was kind of weird, actually. Morphling, Burning rotated down to that top rune spot. I don't know if he was trying to take it, but Xiao 8's like, this is my rune. And then he just kind of wasted time and then went back top. And he missed out on like a creep wave or two. So that was kind of interesting, but no harm done. He's still the CS leader. ROTK, Tranquils, 500 gold. They are stacking up the Ancients. It's really easy to take. Drop your Tranquil Boots, get the Voodoo Restoration going, boom, you're good to go.
And Lanham's there for him. He puts down the obs. He puts the obs right over here, so if people are coming by, scouting it out, they'll know. So he's going to be right by the side. He also has a ward right in the mid to get a little bit of that extra uphill vision. But he continues to harass, keep back Q quite a bit, who's trying to still get a hold of those power treads. Bristle, it's been a hard day for him. 0-2 already into this, and he could have his hands full momentarily. Xiao 8 is off to a fantastic start. Now he gets the pull right under the tower, moves forward, ball lightning, and the heal comes on through. And he's going to be A-okay after the wand pop as well.
Xiao 8 is abusing the fact that Bristleback only has one level in Bristleback. Wow, that's redundant. God, they couldn't think of any other name for that spell, huh? Oh, okay.
They got bored.
I guess so, but still, yeah. I mean, Bristle is having a rough time because that's it. I mean, you only do 8% side damage reduction and 60% back damage reduction compared to 24% at second level. So, I know you want to get as much damage as possible from Cool Sprays, but you have to be careful because Xiao 8 can dish out the damage with treads, with pull, and level 4 Overload especially. That's really the damage dealer. So.
We have Ice up here on his Ancient Apparition. All right, he's holding a couple of the points just to be case. Doesn't know if he needs the Vortex. Doesn't know if he needs more into Cold Feet, more into Chilling Touch. He's just got a little bit of an investment here, doing his support thing. You always got to take a moment to appreciate how the pulls work here, which I don't think he gets because it was a healing troll priest. I hate those guys. God damn it.
They're actually awful. They're the worst, man.
Like, you go for the pull, and he's like, nope.
I'm just going to stay here. Sorry, guys.
I'm good here. I'm good here. You go ahead. My friends go. We come back.
Right there.
I hate them so much.
This is the worst
He's
one,
got that
man.
shit-faced grin on his portrait. Just like, yeah, I didn't go anywhere. And look, he sees it now. Ice is like, God damn it.
Double stack actually went down to a neutral creep. Quick trip back to the well. Probably intentional. Maybe not intentional. He left his tranquil boots there. I think he just died.
What the hell?
Yeah, he was right here. There's some tranquils there.
RNG.
They're on the ground. They dropped there. Don't know what happened.
Okay,
Weird.
That's not something you really look out for, but he will drop and he will TP back. God, I hope no one took my shoes. He'll be back there.
I'm pretty sure that was unintentional. He didn't buy anything before he died. He's probably laughing at with his team right now. They do have a huge ancient stack for him, though, so I mean, all's good as long as he takes that ancient stack. He should have his blink dagger pretty soon. It'll be delayed a minute or two, but that's fine.
All right, funny stuff happening here already, especially on the side of Big God, but they laugh it up and they go on. TongFu ain't laughing. TongFu, we want to get a win. So with that, Omni Knight, he's got, what, the Sage's Mask? He's going to be going for your traditional Soul Ring build. Always good on a hero like Omni Knight. Got to have that bit of reserve because he is quite mana dependent.
Showit is going to have a pretty good time to Orc Kick here, I think. He already has one Robe of the Magi. He's actually almost done with one Oblivion Staff altogether. So expect to see this somewhere between 16 to 20 minutes. I mean, that's a pretty big... I'd say actually like 18 minutes. I mean, that's the standard. And I mean, he should be fine. So
that's the standard. It was set somewhere online. We got to follow that. That's like what I do with like Morphling, like with getting Lincolns. I'm like 14 minute, usually the standard. No, 22 minute on Morphling. Yeah, that's the standard. Uh-oh, Chen. Lanham, you want to poke fun, huh? Oh, now they see Xiaowei, and they're like, we got to get the hell out of here, but they're not going anywhere. No, they turn back Lasso, trying to kidnap Lanham. Oh, they turn the tide. Very nicely done from TongFu.
Oh, but top lane, though, Burning is actually baiting out Shin Q. He's like, I might be in trouble. Battle Hugger is going to go the Ice Vortex on the ground. I don't know which way to go. Somebody help me, please. Oh, God, I'm going to freeze to death. And he goes down. Ice gets the kill. The Ancient Apparition getting involved. Burning, successful bait. And he's your top net worth in the game currently, so.
Man.
JG.
LPC was trying to get there. He's like the paramedic, but it was just too late. He tried to show up and run in, but it's not happening. Now he has to take the long walk of shame back to mid lane. He's trying to get level 6. He's 5.5, and in the meanwhile, he's going to work with this stack. So good stackage built up right here. That could go, of course, to your sniper. U9 has been getting his phase boots, getting his ring, 1,900 gold. What are we feeling here? Are we feeling the early blink? Shadow Blade, I've seen everything, and anytime I call out something, they go something silly, like they get the Scotty, like Fear did. So what am I to make a prediction?
Battle Fury, man, it's a Scotty. What a build! He goes for the Yasha, that's fine. Might just be a casual Yasha and just something else. I think this is fine. SMY is probably okay too for the sniper. Manta's really good against the Orchid. So he might go for that, but Manta Sniper is not very common, and I don't know if it's the best item, so...
He's just going to be so flimsy and weak. I mean, he's already only 700 life. The second Xiaowei gets this Orchid, he's still going to be done for. I mean, I would say even with a Manta, he's just going to get blown the hell up.
I actually like SNY. I don't know if it's really popular on Sniper, but I think that's not a bad choice.
I think Black got it in that game where he went 15-0. Mind you, it was 15 kills in 15 minutes. Yeah, if you want to see a Sniper slaughter, you check out that match. It was absolutely out of control. But U9, can he channel his inner Black? We'll have to see. He's got the 2 now into Shrapnel here. That's the skill that can really help him bring in some easy kills. Deceptive kills, where you think that you can kind of hold your ground firm, but it's a Shrapnel, and it's going to be doing a lot of work. How is ROTK doing? He does not have his Blink Dagger yet. 150 more gold, but speaking of blinks, Chan gets his on the Batrider.
Yeah, really solid timing. 12 minutes, I mean, he died once, so the fact that he got it now is not bad. And he's ready to go. No Flame Break to cancel TPs, but he's got plenty to work with to help get kills for his team. They can start being a bit aggressive, although Axe is going to have his Blink, and he'll be able to counter-initiate very well. So the Battle of the Blinks are going to be coming out soon for these 2 heroes, these 2 initiators.
Yeah, the BOTB, the Battle of the Blinks, the mid-game, when it really comes on out, whether it's your Tidehunter, whether it's your Axe, Batrider, you got to do what you got to do here. Top lane, though, they're making the jump. The AA ball is going to be coming in, and here it comes. Boom! Got the KS. Good job, Ice. He gets it done, and that's vengeance for that stupid healing troll.
That's it. That's
it
all
out on
he needed.
Bristleback.
Burning actually, he's probably a little bit upset that he didn't get that kill, but that's okay. He's got 2.4k gold. He's already rich enough. He might just rush Ethereal. If he was going Ashe, he would have bought it already. So I don't know. That seems pretty good. I don't know what you'd say about Core. They're going to strap on the tower. RTK coming in, but the Blink Blast was going to go. This is a tough target to take down. They're not right-clicking him. They're just kind of keeping him in place. Now there's going to be a jump in. They do pop up the Repel as well as the Guardian Angel. They take down the Axe. Guardian Angel, GA doing work, but LPC now getting right-click. And Burning is staying too long, but there's a Death Ward from Lottom. It's destroying the Vengeful Spirit. Kia's going to call it out as well. Gian, excuse me. Unai getting right-click by Xiaowei. It's going to be a triple kill for Unai. He's peeping people from the back lines, and Unai is going to fall. It's going to be a double kill for Xiaowei, but it's a team wipe. Big God falls. The only survivor, Xin-Q, somehow is staying alive during the midst of the battle and gets the tier 1 tower. What a ballsy man fight come out.
Oh my God, clean up on Isle bottom lane. It's blood everywhere. That was ridiculous. Sniper had his perfect positioning and just the shrapnels, I'm telling you, it just kept withering away and they had the perfect spot to just pop, 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 pop. And Burning, he's just like slowly withering on down. It looked like a potential turnaround. Lanham had a great spot for that Death Ward, and it got out some serious damage, which they desperately needed to break to that point. But, oh, he sees this stack, and he is like, yummy, yummy in my tummy.
Not let him take this. This is one thing they cannot let him do. And you can see TongFu are already, they're running. They are running. They pop the smoke. They want to get there. And BG know it. They're like, we need everybody here. If we want to defend this, they have to get in position. And they might just let this go. And they really can't do that. This is going to go down so quick with the close sprays. The Wave of Terror, the armor reduction. Goodbye, Stack. It's been nice knowing you.
Uh-oh, though. They do get the Ice Blast. Swap save, and ROTK could be in trouble, and he will be. Lasso pops on through. They catch a hold of Lanham, and they quickly turn it right over again. Oh, now they get a hold of KotLGuy. Burning on the hunt right here, but they still have plenty of help nearby. There's going to be the wave. Burning goes down. Big heal. Double kill for Xin-Q. Another good fight for TongFu, and they will finish what they started with these stacks.
What? Just that was a beautiful smoke they set up so that they knew they were getting initiate on it. They knew there was only one Blink Dagger. Xiaowei walks back in. He's almost dead. He's getting low on mana. The Flame Break's going to go push back. The Assassinate. Can he dodge it? It's coming out. It won't be enough to kill him. He's got 11 HP. TP coming out. They both get away. That could have been a lot worse coming out from BG, but they will lose the stack. They lose so many heroes as well. Ice Blast is going to fly out. Xin-Q's going to take it to the face. Purification, that won't help. I don't think he's going to go down. That LPC is a good try, buddy. Maybe next time.
Yeah, I don't think that works. That's the thing. When you pick up an Omni Knight into an Ancient Apparition in this draft, you might not get always those good opportunities to get heals off. But it doesn't matter. It's only level 1. Xin-Q's going to be fine. And they walk away. Man, that was close. I want to say it was in the single digits there for Xiaowei on getting away. It had to be like 1-2 life, something like that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what can we say of value? Value Wand, value Orchid, value Power Treads. They probably swapped them because he's a pro. I mean, it was crazy.
I mean, yeah, any little bit you could get. I mean, I'll go and look at the replay later, but like any little bit of health, I'm sure saved him. Treads, yeah, strength treads for sure. Wand, bottle, I don't know. I don't think he had any charge. He actually did bottle up, by the way. He bottled, like during the animation, was flowing out to him, so that saved his life. Mantis picked up for Sniper. LPC repels down bottom as he got cast in Malefist. Or Maledicted. Ah, God. But yeah, it is the Manta coming up for the Sniper, and I said I would be surprised if he built the side, but he goes for it. So.
You know what though? The way the fights have been going, oh, I jinxed him here, Maut. He gets to jump in, and he is gonna get dunked on. Yeah, it's over. ROTK says, "See you later, little bearded fool. I got you shaved," and now KotLGuy is gonna be the next one chopped. ROTK back with a vengeance. Oh, Bat, are you sure you want to do this? They move in with Xin-Q, and they think they got this fight. Guardian Angel, very nice follow-up. They're able to take down ROTK, and now Xin-Q's the one in trouble. Good stun, gonna connect as he gets frozen from the cold feet, and there he goes, and a Death Ward on top. Chen goes for low grown, and they get LPC. Why? I don't even think that was the fight they should have taken. Right
no, it was most definitely not the fight they should have taken. Like, we're gonna get the Axe. Who knows what's gonna happen afterward? Hope it goes okay. We'll see, guys. And then they all just died. It was like the fight bottom we just saw, except it went the way of Big God. So throws all over the goddamn place. I don't know who's winning at this point. Let's check the graph. It's even.
Yeah,
all right, good stuff.
It looks like a Yeti or something. It's ridiculous. Oh man, that I was so surprised when I saw the Bat just show up. I'm like, Bat, they're done. Man. So with that, TongFu, they take a big hit after what was a hugely successful set of fights there at the bottom. This is going to start to go the other way here. So shake this one off, look to bounce back. Jam makes his work in the jungle. Maybe looking to build up into that 4-staff, of course. LPC now going to have Guardian Angel down. So TongFu, they can't get aggressive. Looking to itemize even further at this point.
Burning is very close to his Lincoln Sphere. The reason that you get Lincoln Sphere is not necessarily all the time to have the spell block, which is very good, but to be able to farm consistently waveforming jungle camps like crazy. You have so much mana regeneration that you could kind of just get away with spamming waveform on cooldown, and being able to replicate from lane to lane also is pretty nice as well. So, yeah, he has his Lincoln Sphere now. Pretty much. Actually, it's like 300 gold left, but yeah. They're going to push into the tier 2 tower for TongFu, though, and this is the replicate. They replicated the axe. That's frightening. That's a scary illusion.
Yeah, it's like the best person you can ask to replicate. Maybe a bristleback on the other side is always a good replicate target, so Morphling is a solid choice in this one, I'd have to say, but we'll see as TongFu, now they begin work. Big God jungle right here. Well, Big God's beginning to creep on the bottom. Looks like Lanham is going to be on ward duty, and he'll give them a little bit of that offensive vision here, but definitely now working back into the calm from what was once crazy.
Both teams are making their homes in the enemy jungle, interestingly enough. Q won SNY. This is because Death Ward doesn't get blocked by Crimson Guard. Or Crimson Guard doesn't block Death Ward, excuse me. I don't think this is a Crimson Guard game. I think SNY is a good choice. He's going to TP into literally every hero in the game. Luckily, he's repelled, but now he's got TP rotations on his back. They're going to chase after Lanham, and he chooses not to go. Lanham doesn't actually have a TP. If he had looked at him, he might have continued onward there, but they didn't want to get baited into a fight that they can't really take. But RTK, he doesn't care. He's about to run in.
Xiaoweight's on the move, too. He's looking to maybe get involved here. So, TongFu, see, everyone's missing, and they think it's not the right time. They jump back. They look to farm instead. We'll see if Big God look to be persistent on this bottom lane push. I mean, Roche is up, but they're not one of those real Roche kind of a lineups. Don't really have the damage quite yet, but for now, they'll just continue to add their pressure here while they feel like they have the advantage in a team fight.
Yeah, that's the thing. If BG lose a fight, TongFu can take Roche because they have the Viscous Needles of Goo coming out from the Bristleback, and they have plenty of right-click coming out from the sniper. So, whereas BG might not have a Roche lineup, TongFu certainly do. So, I think for now, BG they back up, they farm, they don't want to get caught in a bad fight. Burning is like, I will carry this game if you give me the chance. Just I'm sure he says that literally every game to his teammates. Just make some room for me. We'll see what happens, and they'll give him top lane. Xiaowei has done a fantastic job this game bridging the gap from early, mid to maybe mid to late game here. At least it's 20 minutes in, and he's actually maybe going for Lincoln Sphere himself. He has a Perseverance, so yeah.
He's doing the old Bloodstone. He forgot. He's old.
Yeah, it's just, that's definitely the recipe. That's how I build it, right?
Yeah, more than likely, it looks like possibly a Lincoln's here. Lanham is going to probably just drop a ward onto U9's head here. And he does split it off, and he walks back. LPC steps in and even commits the Guardian Angel here to finish off Lanham. Okay, so they do live, and they get the return kill. It does cost them the Guardian Angel, but hey, U9 lives and gets himself an extra bit of gold.
I don't know, man. If I'm Lanham, I'm like, that's worth it. Anytime you can force a Guardian Angel, it's pretty good. That's such a long cooldown. Nice magic from U9. Lanham with a bit of an aggressive play. Yeah. You know what Xiaoweight's going? He's going for the Battle Fury. No, just kidding. He has the Lincoln Sphere recipe.
Very nice. I wouldn't be surprised. I've seen a lot of crazy item get-ups already. A lot of firsts breaking out here. Even to the point, like, what? Assault, Kuros was picked up on a Warlock from Mushi by the end of the game, but it was ridiculous. So, with that, we'll see if Big God want to take advantage of the time that Guardian Angel is on cooldown. Wouldn't put it past him here. Looks like you have Q who's going to farm with their own side and their own stacks and finish out what looks like a BKB. Oh, that would be definitely a solid grab for him. Lots of stun, lots of reasonable lockdown. You saw how much even just the cold feet could end up doing this one like Bristleback, and plus anything Xiaowei has to offer. So I think TongFu, if they wait a bit, get that BKB and Guardian Angel back up, they might be able to take a big fight.
It could also be Halberd as well. Because they repel, I don't know if Halberd's a bad choice right now, but BKB is also very good because then you could repel, say, U9, and then have Xinkyu just kind of BKB and run in. And with Guardian Angel, it becomes impossible to kill him. So we'll see what he buys. I don't know if he bought anything. Yeah, he's going for BKB. So, yep, that's a solid choice coming out from TongFu.
It's, it means also that LPC can focus on just repelling the sniper, or maybe just the
Yeah,
bat.
exactly.
Get the repel on the bat, let the bat jump in there, and
That's
get
it.
his lasso.
The bat has been his repel target for most of the early game here, but with U9 starting to dish out the damage, they might focus on him more so. We'll see.
Looks like
But
the
the Omni Knight's GA is up at 36 seconds. They don't have all the heroes here. You look at Xiao Wei, he wants to finish up this Lincoln Sphere, and I don't think they're going to be able to capitalize on this Omni Knight GA cooldown, unfortunately.
Yeah, it looks like they'll just do what they can. They have a split push coming out from Xiao Wei. He finds his own bit of farm. Still yet to really hold the Lincolns for himself. And it just looks like a nice mediocre trade. Big God maybe waiting to the point that they feel comfortable that maybe they could do the Roche themselves, but they definitely want to be in the neighborhood in case TongFu do go missing here. So might just be the calm before the storm. And it looks like, yeah, Batrider also getting to hold that Force Staff first. Would probably be a solid grab.
And yeah, I mean, no Bone 7 build coming up from the Batrider, like bots first. Into like, I don't know, some ridiculous item, getting like a refresh orb early on in the game. What a crazy player. Yeah, I don't know, it's weird.
Mask of Madness.
Like, no one builds Mask of Madness on the hero anymore. It's probably not good anymore, I don't know.
It jumps in Mask of Madness, it gets blown
and then
the
you're
hell up.
dead. Yeah, you just die. I think it's a lot of the counter nation. Like, you jump in last one, you just get blinked on and counter helix, and you have your mask popped, and you're like, well, I guess I'm dead. That's it.
You could definitely take advantage of it in a pub play where teams aren't very coordinated, but when they have like the trigger finger out there ready for a bat to jump in, you can end up getting yourself.
Especially against a Storm Spirit, like Storm will just kill you. It's that simple. It doesn't matter if like you force step yourself out. Storm's like, I don't care. Hello, how are you? Puddin' pop.
Puddin' pop. Well, it looks like they're going to play it a little bit safe here. LPC is just going to be dishing out the repel anytime U9 is put himself mid lane, just in fear in case you know, Xiao Wei comes tumbling out from the dark. So I think that it's just going to be a lot of them in close quarters. U9's here for now. Maybe a possible bait opportunity, but Big God are not biting. So we'll see TongFu now smoke up. They head in. Batrider has his Force Staff, and they're ready to party.
They pinged on Axe, but actually that was Lanham pinging on Axe. Lanham's like, you need to leave. Like, they're off the map.
They see him.
And actually, they're still pinging on him. Ice pinged on him, too. RTK blinks out. He is still, I think, dead. And RTK, not heeding the warning of his teammates, is going to fall. I mean, they pinged on him twice. Dude, it was Lanham, and then it was Ice. And now Burning might die because of it as well. Assassin's going to go with the lasso. Is up. The Ice Blast hits on 2. There's the GA. Burning can waveform out. He might survive, actually. He doesn't have a replicate up. He's going to get swapped. He's done. RTK buys back, feeling guilty. Will try to help his team. There's Berserker's Call. Burning buys back. Ice buys back. Shin-Q is going to fall, but they've already lost Axe and Xiao Wei again. U9 is just peeping people left and right. He's going to get cashed up. There's the earn charge going. Burning has waveform in 3. He's going to replicate and follow through with it. Gets right behind him, gets the kill. Burning buying back actually gets the kill onto U9. What's the fight recap saying?
Whew, it
doesn't matter. TongFu still came out ahead.
Yeah,
easily.
Absolutely. That's 3 buybacks to make sure that TongFu don't instantly invade the Big God base. So they commit a lot of investments for that. It does take down 4 TongFu members, and they want to take this opportunity to go right for the Roche. This could take a little bit of time, though. Burning, how's his damage? You know, it looks like 209, but remember, he was near the Vengeful Spirit, so it looked like he lost out on a little bit of damage. But now Venge is back, and they'll look to bring it down. Now even the Chilling Touch is going to help out a bit, so it looks like they will actually be able to get this. TongFu are going to be too far.
The cold feet, Roche is frozen. He can't attack. Lanham's healing himself up. I'm not sure why he's tanking. I guess Burning has no HP. He's at full agility. And this is kind of strange. You usually go like full agility when you get Ethereal Blade and maybe even having a Scotty. His HP is so low. Like, he has to be very careful with how he positions himself in these team fights. Luckily, he's done a pretty good job of morphing strength already. And now he has an Aegis, so he can actually get away with doing this. He has an Ethereal Blade coming out after this Ancient stack. So the shotgun's here, and Burning's going to pick off pretty much all of these heroes. Although Repel is going to be a big issue. We'll see how they deal with that.
Getting that Aegis is definitely the biggest thing for them. But, well, question is for TongFu, do you go take a fight? And if you win this one, there's going to be no buyback for them to make the return. Or do you stall out, wait for an Aegis, and risk Burning getting so much farm on his Morphling? So they make the go. They might get, the link is going to be popped, but he still jumps out. Not once, but twice, 3 times to get to the other side and away. shot in the ass, but he's going to be alive.
They didn't know. I could have sworn they knew in that last fight that he had Lincoln Sphere, but he didn't force him before he popped the lasso. So
oh yeah,
Xian making kind of a big mistake there. They would have gotten that kill had he forced them lasso, but it's so hard because it is that Storm Spirit. Yeah, I don't know how. It's so hard because the Lincoln Sphere gives you like just that second that you need to ball lightning away. So I don't know. It would have been difficult to get the kill regardless. But you mentioned how do TongFu fight here, and I think they have to. This is when your Bristleback is the strongest. You have to put this BKB charges to good use, and you can't allow Burning to just farm and Rice for another 10 minutes because we know what he can do with farm, and they will make it go on shit Q. They're just blowing it up. Nice swap out, but it doesn't matter. They're gonna lose 2, and now BG taking the fight to him. Ethereal Blade going into Unai, but they pop the GA. They pop the repel. Unai trying to survive desperately, but the Calling Blade goes from RTK, getting revenge from earlier when he had to buy back 4 down on the side of TongFu all day. And BG can't get the 5th, but they will take down this tier 2 tower. What a fight going their way.
Beautifully formulated. The lasso was down. They wanted to go. They smoke up. They head all the way down and hide themselves right here near the mid lane. Now, TongFu were nearby waiting in case there was going to be the jump on Bristle, but they had to walk around and down this hill. So Omni couldn't get close enough to get off a Guardian Angel or anything, and the Bristle was just annihilated. So by that point, they already lost so much, there's just no coming back. And now Big God, they get the big fight they want, and they are right back in this easily. And they take down a tier 2, and they're already pushing high ground.
That just shows you how big positioning is for an Omni Knight. Like, that GA range is so small. Repel, obviously, not that long of a range. You have to get that Aghanim Scepter if you want to be, like, across the map and not worry about positioning. So, and they're going to lose a melee racks out of this glyph. It's already been used. They'll TP in the Bristleback, but they're more than okay with getting the melee racks. It ain't no puny range racks. They get the big guns. They take down the melee racks. The melee Renegade creeps will be walking down the lane soon, and really big fight coming up from Big God. That actually secures them so much.
Yeah, they are now ahead at this point. Well in ahead. They still have the Aegis if they want to kind of separate farm and make another go before it expires, which wouldn't be a bad idea. But now TongFu, who were once ahead in these team engagements, are now crippled a bit behind. They got to wait for Guardian Angel now to be back up at the ready. They have to reevaluate as far as the positioning on when it's a good time to go, and they have to make sure that Omni Knight's close enough that if there is an engagement, he can't get caught, but he has to be close enough that he gets off the Guardian Angel. So it's no easy task. Because if he's seen, they'll jump onto him.
Again, it's just, it really comes down to positioning for TongFu, and it's really hard because, I mean, you're against, you know, arguably 4 or arguably 5 players that are of legendary caliber. 2 TI, no, wait. 1 TI winner.
Oh, they jumped. They see LPC going for the Roche ward, and now it's going to be with Xin Q nearby, but they still finish off the Vengeful Spirit with that last second swap. Xian is going to take down Xiao Wei. Nice lasso setup for them. It's a 2-for-1, but Burning, oh my god, it's hunting season. He shoots down the bird, and now he's going toe-to-toe with Xin Q, and Xin Q now gets the... Oh man, he does manage to burst down RTK, but here comes U9. Takes down the first life from Burning. No, they don't want to fight. They got to get the hell out of here. Burning, is he thinking about going? Nope. They both pull away. So, all right. It's going to be a 4-for-3 trade. Slight advantage for TongFu. And for the gold, they get about an 1,800, 1,900 gold swing.
They get their gem back too. 9. He dropped his CP, got the gem, and got right out of there. So, if Burning had Replicate up, maybe he goes for that kill. Burning. He's sick of Repel. He goes for the Diffusal Blade. I didn't think it was going to happen. Morphling is not one to carry Diffusal Blade too often, but Burning, he's going to take, you know, matters into his own hands. And that also give him some extra damage as well. Ooh, I like this. This is nice.
Yeah, something's got to be done. And with that, things become a bit tougher here for Batright as far as getting that easy initiation. And he's got one component towards a BKB, but he's got a long way to go. And TongFu, I don't know if they'll be given that amount of time to farm up. Perhaps if Big God are to wait out for this Roche. There's conveniently a DD room nearby, right by that Roche pit, but there's still plenty of time before there's an opportunity. So we could see a brief stall out here. TongFu could feel comfortable that if they itemize a bit more, Sniper still hits pretty damn hard. He's got 2,200 gold. He's getting pretty dang close to getting a hold of that Daedalus.
Yeah, but positioning-wise, he only has a Manta style. Like, no BKB, no Blink Dagger. But he's been pretty good so far this game. With Propel, obviously, but now Diffusal Blade's up, and Apparently had another stroke. I don't know what happened. Kian or Chien, last was going to go. Ball lightning in. And look it onto LPC. That could be big to pull in the ice vortex. The assassinate coming out, and they will get the kill. No GA going up. No repel. 2 down. They're going to go in there looking for the third, but Unai TP's out smartly. Nice play.
Good jumping again. They see the Omni Knight, and they take him apart. That could have been a big opportunity. It looked like he had his hand up like, I'm going to do it, but then he just gets taken down. So it's going to be no Guardian Angel for them. He still has it up. It's pretty low, so it's only a 30-second death timer for him, but this is just more for Big God, and especially Morphling here. He already has that defusal, and now 1,800 gold on top of that. He is pretty swole here, so this is going to be a tier 2 takedown. TongFu again are going to have to be on the defensive, it looks like, and we'll see if they get the opportunity they want to try to make a comeback.
Yeah, this Morphling, or rather, excuse me, this sniper is going to have to put in work because they are down 10,000 net worth, actually 12,000 now, and almost 10,000 experience as well. And a lot of this comes from both Burning and Xiaowei. They have so much farm here. Xiaowei's going Shiva's Guard next, pretty solid choice, especially against, I think, the sniper. And, I mean, all they really need to do is just wait for another Aegis, take Roshan, and push down a lane. And at that point, there's nothing really that TongFu can do because there's going to be Diffusal Blade coming out. Morphling will kill whoever he wants to kill, which Burning's priority of targets is, I mean, he knows who he wants, so he'll find whoever he wants, he'll kill him, and they'll continue to move onward. ROTK has been, he's actually going to go for an Aghanim Scepter, which is huge. So the Calling Blade damage at level 3, 625 kill threshold. That's half the health pool of some of these heroes, so.
And especially your sniper, so if they even somehow get a hold of him, any bits of remote damage could lead to his utter demise, so.
Yep.
I can't help but feel like for TongFu, there is so much pressure on just the positioning. Sniper, obviously, that's a given, picking the hero even coming into the game, but now for Omni Knight, if he shows himself, he gets caught out and instantly orchid and taken it apart, and if he's too far, he can't get close enough to heal, but he also has to avoid the Ice Blast. This is eggshells Dota right now for TongFu. They better be able to execute and have good positioning for whatever engagement comes their way.
It kind of feels like all the games we've seen where, you know, these teams are, at least the second set of games, or the EG game and this game are kind of the similar, in which case you have like a really an early game core with like a Viper, Bristleback, Batrider, and you're just not able to secure enough of a lead to get the victory. Whereas Secret, they went for that same kind of style, and they were able to capitalize and actually take down Invictus Gaming with that early style. So for them, I don't know what the win condition is for TongFu. It's really just keeping Sniper alive, which is so hard in this game. It's so hard because of exactly what you talked about, the Axis Berserker's Call and Calling Blade coming to be a 625 kill threshold. But they do pick up an Assault Cuirass, so at least it's something.
We'll see as they move on forward here. Big God could play it safe, stall out for the Roche. They put down an Obs Ward, get a small D Ward in with that gem, and now they maintain vision by the Roche pit. TongFu see this. They see that they are suddenly in the dark. They are very in the dark. And, well, they want to know what's going on. Oh, are they baiting with this ROTK replicate here? Oh, maybe hoping that a lasso is going to go out. They think they're in the pit, but they're not. Big God are back behind. They're smoked up here. Ooh, Maut. They might go for a sneaky play.
If TongFu lose this fight, do they have buyback? Let's find out. If they don't have buyback, they just lose the game. U9 has it. No one else does. If they lose this fight drastically, this game's over. Xiaowei's going to find Kian. He blinks away, but the Berserker's Call might go on Shin-Q. Pops the BKB. Doesn't matter. They have Berserker's Call. He gets it onto 2. Both of the BKB targets. Now they're looking for OPC on the backside. Gets silenced up. Still orchid. He's done. Burning is so low, though, on the other side. U9 is peeping. I'm not able to get the kill. ROTK is going to fall. Meanwhile, they do lose LPC on the other side of things. Actually, not LPC. Shin-Q, I believe, still going to work. Lanham going down. But in that span of time, that 2-for-2 trade, they lose the range racks mid. So that full set of racks now gone. Although pretty good hold in that fight for TongFu. Somehow Burning got so low. I think a lot of that was due to U9's right click.
Yeah, maybe investing a bit into the agility and I don't want to say underestimating, but being caught off guard by Sniper, being able to creep on in and do big damage. And with those crits, it could be pretty hard. And he's going to have that, what looks like the Daedalus here momentarily, and then with enough still on buyback. So this is good. That's a win right there for TongFu easily. That could have been the end of this game, but they hold very strong. And they didn't get the nab on the Omni Knight that time, so it did prolong the fight quite a bit and help them out. So we'll see. TongFu get their victory, and Big God, I imagine, wait out for the Roche.
I think if you're Axe or even Xiao, you have to actually prioritize going U9 and hope to God that Burning has a Diffusal Blade at the ready in case he gets repelled. Otherwise, having him stay alive in these fights is going to become a big issue. They're trying to take down the Omni Knight the first thing of these engagements, and that's good because they won't have that Guardian Angel, they won't have the repel. But by that time, U9's able to pump out so much damage because of the Chrysalis, and now he even has a Daedalus as well. The Mjolnir came out as well, and it's tough, man. Like, he does a lot of damage here, and I'm surprised the game is this close. At least it feels this close.
Oh,
but Roshan is up, and this could be it.
It's closer now. This could favor one team much more dramatically, though, with a grab of the Roche. But we'll see. Ping's out on top. It's burning, but looks like he has the replicate out, so he'll do a little bit of split push here, which is what I have to say Big God have going for him, is this Morphling on their team. They can continually add pressure across the map and then have him, in the blink of an eye, show up to fight. So,
what is this smoke? Oh no, he actually replicated back. He could have stayed there, man. I know he wanted to use the replicate, but he could have just TP'd it. He could have wait for him TP'd, I think, and he would have been fine, but they're going to try to contest this Roche. They know it's max duration. They know they're not in the pit. Kian?
Oh, he's invis. He blinks down to be safe. I don't think they have a sentry there. There's going to be the snipe. It's Lincoln's popper right there for burning. It's pretty expensive, Lincoln's pop, but U9 wants to just lead out the charge, it seems. But here's the tension build up, both sides. Big God waiting way back. They have the respect of TongFu as they also pull out and go to their own jungle. So very slow play right here. Lanham's the only one who's kind of scouting out from the front. Trying to just adjust by vision here. And they don't know that they see that there's an obs here, it looks like. So they ping it about, but that's going to be the calm.
This is just different. That both teams are playing very passively right now. That was such a weird initiation. Like, both of them could have just all hell could have broken loose there, but somehow it doesn't. Like, two teams decide not to clash in that situation.
They see this. They see people dancing around the pit. They know something's up, but Roche has still got a third life. Oh, are they waiting for here? It's going to go down. And it looks like Big God are going to be able to grab it. Oh, Qian's a little too late. There's the dive out. And it looks like Zhao is going to be able to get a hold of the Omni Knight and now take him apart. Swap back to try to save him. While meanwhile, they lose their Bat Rider. U9 desperate to try to get a hold of any target. They are able to take down Zhao Wei and his Aegis. Meanwhile, Jinhyu gets his own kill. Taking down RTK, but over here on the left-hand side, Burning's able to get a hold of U9. Side by side with Zhao Wei, they get it done.
No buyback.
And, well, that's no buyback. Like you said, 80-second sniper. And it looks like they're going to lose more than just this mid-lane Rex. They're going to be able to go through and at least claim another.
That was kind of an all-in play, and I'm surprised they didn't go earlier. They were just kind of waiting. They really needed to fight. I mean, why go at the end there if you're not going to go, if you don't go earlier? So, in the end, they lose the sniper. He doesn't have buyback because he just bought the Daedalus. They lose the Omni. Xiao really putting that Aegis to good use. He knew he was going to die, but he was okay with that as long as he got the Omni Knight in the end, and he certainly did. He played it well. They get a set of racks, and I'm pretty sure this is game. I don't know if they can hold for 46 seconds. I don't think they can. They could head bottom now, and there shouldn't be any issues with that.
Zhao Wei just perfectly dove right on through and went right for the Omni Knight, and there was nothing he could do. That's why sometimes you see Omni Knights even value picking up a Blink Dagger or Force Staff or something just so you can be way out of the way and then show up in the nick of time to get everything off. But with that, they lose a huge booster in that Guardian Angel or any sort of additional heal or repel. And it looked like Big God were just able to pull them apart. Even willing to sacrifice the Aegis, it's no matter. This puts them well up and ahead without a shadow of a doubt. And due to statistical fact, at least over 600 some odd games, there's only been 3 that have been won from this much of a deficit. 20K plus net worth and 2 sets of racks down.
It's a good stat. It's a solid stat. So yeah,
we see history.
I don't think so. They don't have the lineup. Unless somehow this Omni Knight gets an Aghanim Scepter and just stays out of the fight altogether, I don't know if there's any way they can win these engagements, because Xiao is making it his job to go on to the Omni Knight as much as possible, and it's winning them the fights because he's going down. And if he's not up, Burning just goes on top of U9 and he dies. And then you have RTK causing havoc elsewhere in the fight, which, by the way, he had a point boost, enough for his Ags, but he decided not to go for it. So
And I don't mean to like take this all the way back to the draft, but it makes you wonder, and I can't quite remember. I don't think a Dazzle was banned, but maybe a Dazzle instead of the Omni. You still get the extra substance of heal, but the minus armor additional synergy with Bristleback, and already, you know, I thought was going to be the sniper doing the Desolator, but still would have had a hard time with Zhao 8, obviously, but at least he would have more range to work with Weave.
Well, the problem working with the Dazzle is that, yeah, I mean, the Weave's good. It's just, you have to... The Axe is Calling Blade. You'll see the Dazzle come out when the Axe gets banned, but otherwise it's just so difficult to play into him. It's not worth it. But it would have been a good choice. I don't know. The real issue is the Storm Spirit pick coming out from Big God. And it was picked, I think, 4th or 5th, one of those 2 slots. And it's just done so much work for Zhao 8. Even since the beginning of the game, he's had a very solid... I mean, look at his stat line, 7, 3, and 15. So certainly not a bad game coming out for Zhao 8. So...
They continue to impress, and remember, it was TongFu who felt like they had the upper hand in the early game. And they got that huge fight at the bottom by the Tier 1 tower. U9 picked up what looked like a quad kill, but with that, they had that engagement towards the top lane. Big God spent a lot of money pulling out buybacks, but that was step 1. They got the Aegis, they won the next fight, and ever since then it seemed like Big God have just been in total control. And it looked like TongFu, though they attempted to make an engagement at that Roche pit, unfortunately, they just waited a bit too long, or they just didn't choose the right time, and with that they go down once more, and this is where we are. TongFu are just stuck waiting, defending, and hoping that maybe Big God could slip up and they could make a comeback.
I mean, we know these teams very well. We know Big God. This is a team of veterans. They are not going to slip up. They will take this as long as possible. They would take this as easy as possible. Just make sure that they just slide into this victory. But for now, I don't know really what they could do. There's actually Ghost Scepters coming out for a Big God up against U9 right click. They have the Ethereal Blade on Morphling. He's got a Butterfly as well, so I mean it's pretty nice against the sniper. And it's getting tough, man. They have one lane they can farm, and that means U9's getting farmed, but this Omninet is still become an issue because he just doesn't have any way to like blink into the fight and stay away from the ball lightning. He doesn't have any way to like Ags and NGA from a long distance. And even Chiana's looking for his BKB, and he's getting close, but he's not going to have it by the time there's another fight.
Yeah, realistically, he will not have it to engage here. But as we wait this out, people could wonder, why don't they just call GG? It's pretty much over by that statistical law. Well, this is a big tournament. There's lots of money. If there's even the sliver of a chance that there could be the overthrow, and then you are one of those 3 games that you can actually pull out the comeback, that one win could matter in these group stage games. And the money difference between one place and another is absolutely disgusting. So you hold on until you know absolutely for certain there is no chance in hell you make the comeback. But with one set of racks, that is just TongFu on life support, and they're hoping that maybe a defibrillator or something comes through and they get brought back into life in this one.
Yeah, you have to play it out. I mean, until you take a fight and you don't have buyback, then you maybe call GG. But it's too big of a tournament, like you mentioned. Maybe if it's NEL, you could call GG at this point. I mean, at this point, if you're at NEL and this is happening, you're flaming your teammates, you're calling them bad names, and it's becoming an issue. So,
of course.
But and also, I mean, if you don't play it out, then I mean, some people get upset about that. I mean, some people in the team, you really just can't give up. I mean, that's just that's what it comes down to.
Certainly not. They could have their opportunity here. Their high ground defense is pretty solid as long as they make sure Big God don't have access to maybe any high ground vision. They could have good positioning where they maybe could surprise them, but for now, I mean, Big God also, it's better to play it safe than sorry. Don't risk that potential, that sliver of chance, that overthrow. Farm up, get your next item if you got to. Make sure you go in at your best potential. And if that means wait it out and even have an Aegis and a cheese on hand, then so be it. And, well, that seems to be the game plan here for Big God. Lanham is on Roche watch. Yeah. Oh, that was an illusion. Oh, he blinked away. Lanham, please. He's got an S-Blade.
Yeah. Oh, my God. He's like, listen, I got your back, team. God, Lanham's so good. Oh, my God. This guy's actually amazing at Dota.
He's a star.
Seriously, if you guys don't know about Lanham, go back and watch Speed Gaming versus DK last year. I forget what game it was, but whichever one he plays Earthshaker against EE's Doom, that game, and just, like, marvel at how good he is at this game of Dota. But
we're hoping here that TongFu have that big play, that big comeback that we say, hey, if you want to see a good sniper comeback, you got to go back to TongFu versus Big God, you know. But I don't know, man. I'm hoping this could be a potential noob from UA moment. Who knows? The big comeback, down 2 racks, down.
That's what we all live for, man. Is the noob from UA moments.
Yeah, it'll never happen, but who knows? There's a dream in your eye, sniper, and you can do it. Believe in yourself. Pull out the aim hacks. Frickin' ice ball. It's gonna connect on 3. I hate life.
Even Twitch chat lives for noob from UA moments. There'll be like a cool play, and somebody will Twitch chat will be like, "Noob from UA, please." Like, you know what? That's not a bad idea. We all live for him. What a guy.
Just don't take the whole All-Star game, you know? That's okay. Anyways, we got Lanham still on Roche watch. Constantly there. Highlights are totally awesome, though. Okay, Repel. They see each other, but they don't. He's got that invis.
Lanham's invis, yeah.
He actually almost accidentally got bumped up to the high ground. Not that it would have mattered too much because he has blink, but the flame break to scout it out. And TongFu walk away. But sure enough, Big God, they'll wait. They'll wait.
Look at this ice blast. Just calculating, measuring the ice blast trajectory, making sure they can get the right hit.
Getting close.
Dude, yeah, he's getting
How
there.
How you TongFu boys doing? Oh, see you later. Goes
what
right
is
on
he
forward.
doing,
He's
dude?
just like,
He's
whoa,
just going in. He has replicated.
That was like Dragon Ball Z. He's quickly bottom. What is this?
It's a transmission.
I don't think anyone could have caught that on camera. I'd like to see Wepas do that. Come on.
Yeah, dude. Listen.
It went in. Who did he punch? Batrider in the face, and then he left and went bottom?
Yeah, it might have been. It's hard to tell.
That was
so fast.
They're really testing me, by the way. A Storm Spirit as well, and at this point in the game, he's got overdives. How the hell am I
You might as well
keep
just
up
be
with that?
zoomed out for the entire game, I think.
Yeah, I'm going into the bird's eye view here. But Skycam, Channel 9.
50-minute game that many people should probably think that shouldn't be a 50-minute game, but it's a 50-minute game. And well, with the Roche respawn, it is time to go. There's nothing else to wait for here.
Let's do
Bernie
it, boy.
is not going to get this.
Roche is back, and he's like, God damn it, I just want to live. And they're like, nope, give it to us. We want the cheese.
Can you get out of my apartment, please?
Give me that. Don't put litter on the ground. Is that a TP scroll on the ground? Clean up. Clean up after yourself.
Mind?
What's the matter with you? God damn it. Thank you. Thank you for the Aegis. Bye.
Roche just wants to live in peace. He does have that like brief respite in the beginning of the game for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Just nice and quiet.
That was his birth. He's like, okay, I'm a juvenile, and well, when he gets to adulthood, he gets in a lot of fights, and he never wins. It's a sad story. Well, Xiaowei, right to the high ground right there, wants to scout it out of it. There is a ward there for TongFu, so they do see this here, but more or less TongFu is still on watch. And their final potential defense, they're trying to get what scraps of farm are left out there.
So for now,
we wait.
Yeah, it's just waiting again, man. I don't know what else to do. It's just our OTK actually avoids an assassinate nicely with his blink dagger. Burning continues to push out top even though he doesn't need to. He has a replicate bottom. He replicates back in. They smoke up. Is it time? Are we going to see the fight of fights? Will we see the end of the game? Or will we wait until Roshan respawns again only to find his apartment is still dirty? Well, we're going to find out.
Next week on DBZ. All we'll see here, they cut through mid. Smoked up. It looks like top is going to be the target. That's where we go. That's where we... Ocean's 11 this thing. Here we go. Now the look. The best opportunity is able to get on in, get in control of that Omni Knight. Make sure the Guardian Angel won't help him out any sort of bit. This is it, Maut, the beginning of the end. Long jump on over. They quickly nab up and get a hold of Vengeful Spirit, and she will go down. Sniper shortly thereafter, the dunk on through. Guardian Angel comes off, but immediately the buybacks begin to rain. And now they're going to go on Vengeful Spirit. Xiaowei eating decent damage here from U9, but there's going to be the jump from Burning, and Burning just absolutely slaughters U9. We waited like 15 minutes for this 10-second decimation. Big God get their win, it looks like. LPC says we're done. That is all she wrote, Maut.
That's Burning and whatever team he's on in a nutshell, man. You wait literally ages for one team fight that lasts half a second. I don't know. I understand the ability to be patient. I love that. And it worked out in their favor. They just got to be 100% sure, man. They can't take that fight until they are 100% sure, I guess.
Well, looks like they were sure enough. They got it done. Big God walk away with a big win.
JG.
Yep, JG indeed. Oh boy, it's we got plenty more Dota. Don't worry, everyone. 7-4 right now for Big God. They boost up to what looks like 8-4 for poor little TongFu. They are going to be at 4-7 now, dropping down to 4-8. So with that said, that's going to round things up over here for our third heat. Our next matchup on this channel is going to be what looks like Cloud9 taking on MVP Phoenix. But before we cut to that, Maut, this ends your night with me. Thank you so much. Any last shout-outs before we let you go?
Not really tonight. I want to thank everybody for joining us. We had a lot of really good games, and yeah, just some really solid Dota. Again, thank you so much for having me on as always. I look forward to casting with you tomorrow for whatever it is that we have going on. I think I'm back with you tomorrow, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I'm pretty positive, dude. We're going to have a good time. More Dota to come, like I said. Jenkins is going to be coming in next for that matchup. Once again, it will be Cloud9 taking on MVP Phoenix right here. Thank you so much. Show your love and support by hitting us up on our Twitters at MautDota, at KotLGuy. We'll be back in a moment.